Valley Junction is a very eclectic neighborhood. It's a destination location, and CoSign's project here with the small businesses is just going to add to that eclectic feel.
It's a Main Street project, and they're allowing us to get new signs, which is awesome for Valley Junction.
You know, signage is probably the #1 way on the street that people find your business.
I first heard about CoSign at the National Main Streets Conference in Milwaukee in spring of 2016. And it was a project that was created through the American Sign Museum in Cincinnati.
Jim Miller mentioned that there was a new project called CoSign, and Todd Swarmstead, the owner of American Sign Museum, I've known Todd for several years. I've been to his sign museum in Cincinnati, and it's really a cool project, and now it's being implemented. So he's seeing his baby come to fruition.
This was the first chance they were rolling it out on a national basis. They were looking for Main Street communities that were large enough and had a strong retail core, and we thought this is perfect for us.
It's a neat collaboration between the business owners, the local artists, and then the sign fabricators. And that's what Valley Junction kind of stands for, is a collaboration and artistic interpretation of things with a little bit of a different twist.
We just live 2 blocks away from Valley Junction, so it's my downtown and my neighborhood and my community. And the call to artists, I thought, oh gosh, if I don't do this, I'll kick myself later. So here I am.
I'm just so thrilled that Valley Junction was chosen. I think it's a perfect project for us, and I'm excited to see the ramifications of it.
We announced that we'd been accepted in late 2016. And then in spring of this year, 2017, we announced it to our businesses saying, we've been selected, here's the procedure. We put out the call to artists, we put out the call to businesses, and we had, I think at the beginning, 22 or 23 businesses that stepped forward and said, yes, I'm interested in this and I want to pursue it.
When they did a call for artists and designers and stores that were interested, we immediately, it was like a no-brainer. We wanted to be a part of this.
So you get a book of all the artists' different designs, and you go through and pick which one you like.
And so we're flipping through and everything, and I'm like, okay, oh, I like that, that's nice. You're looking at each one, and you're like, okay, oh, I see, oh, yeah.
The minute I looked at this one, I just got all excited, and one of my employees went, yes.
I was just like, that's it. Like immediately, there wasn't even second guessing. It clicked. It fit our image. It fit kind of everything that we were wanting to accomplish, and I just could see it hanging off of our building.
My name is Tom Hyde, and I'm one of the artists involved in the CoSign project for Valley Junction. I have 4 designs here. This is one of them I did for Momer.
He's taken our colors, which is a kind of a blue, a grayish blue turquoise, and he's taken different colors of that and created, the background is like almost different slats.
Kind of a raised relief.
Raised relief slats.
With monochromatic coloring and everything, so.
That was a good one.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Art classes.
My sign is very abstract. So it still doesn't really tell you that much about what my business is, but if it actually looks the way I think it's going to look on my building, I think it's going to be awesome. If it was me, and I saw that sign, and then I looked at the building and I looked in the window, I'd be even more intrigued and want to go in and see what it is.
I sell coffee, so that's something that's pretty universal that I said from day one of getting into this is I want my sign to be sticking out there for somebody a block away to look down and see the sign and go, there. That's where I want to go, and I think definitely that's exactly what I got through this sign is somebody can see it and know that that's where they need to go wake up. It's exactly what I envisioned it. All I kept talking about was wanting the biggest coffee cup I could up on the side of the wall there, so it's exactly what I wanted. It's beautiful.
I'm a vintage antique store, and I really love 40s and 50s Americana. Lee Rippinger is the artist, and she came up with the sign with a 6-foot rocket.
Well, I went and visited Steve at AOK, and we were talking, and we went outside to look at the storefront and thinking, gosh, how do you get inspiration? There's so much going on, and I saw the rocket, and I'm like, Steve, there's your sign right there.
If you ask me, she hit it just right on the head. It's going to be so cool to go to my store every day and walk in the front door underneath a 6-foot tall, 3-foot wide, and a foot deep rocket sign that's blazing over the front of my building.
Oh, mine's gonna be cool. Mine's metal and cool. It's just like it's a piece of art. I think, and I've seen a few just on the drawings. I mean, I look at my sheet every day. I'm like, I can't wait to see this. I'm so excited. Once it goes up, and just to look up and just see, your name on this cool piece of art is going to be really exciting.
The signs are wrapped before they're unveiled, so the business owners and the public don't see them until we have the marching band that night to do a big rah-rah, send the business owner up in a bucket truck, cut off the tarp and see what it looks like. But it's a cool moment. I think as a business, if I were a business owner, that's a really cool moment to say, wow, this is me. This is my business. I had a business owner tell me, she said, I'm really emotional about this, to see this addition happen to my business. I think that's cool. I think it's a really good thing.
The new people that are going to come to the junction to see these signs, I think it's worth many times what has been invested, for sure.
We had to do $100 for the financial investment to apply, and then we only had to pay $400 in the end, which we were thrilled. We're getting a really nice sign.
Our organization, the City of West Des Moines, Polk County Board of Supervisors, the Iowa Arts Council, and Main Street Iowa, they all gave us matching grant money for this, or we couldn't do that package.
I was opening a new business in Valley Junction, and so I had been working with the foundation a lot on getting some extra funds for my financing, things like that, and part of what we wanted to be able to do was to have a special sign.
We were working with the City Council, revising the ordinances to allow for projection signs, because currently we didn't have that.
If you go back to the 1950s and 60s, we have photos of Fifth Street, and the buildings are full of primarily beer signs, is what it amounts to. And you can only have so many Schlitz signs. That's when those signs were eliminated and the code started. We have been working with the city to update the sign code for about 2 years, and CoSign really helped drive that. I think it made it happen quicker.
It's kind of almost a little bit of a modernizing for historic Valley Junction. It kind of gives the idea that, hey, something new is happening down here.
It's such a cool project. I mean, we're lucky to have CoSign, and my hat's off to Jim and Todd for putting together this whole project.